Scott Kendall here with Outhouse IT Solutions. We're a small business IT provider working in the West Toronto area. We've been in business for about 8 years, providing primarily break-fix solutions for our small business IT clients, focusing on the financial sector, small businesses, mortgage consulting companies, real estate agent offices, medical practices, that sort of stuff. We started about 5 years ago providing our clients with block hour maintenance. And one of the challenges we found early on with block hour maintenance was that we'd get to the end of the month and hadn't necessarily used all of our hours. We were well aware of the fact that there was a number of maintenance tasks we could be running on the client's offices to chew up those hours so they didn't end up rolling over into the next month. But the reality was we weren't finding ourselves with the time to do them. So we had a number of clients who at the end of the month were carrying forward 30 or 40 hours. That was a liability for our company. We needed to find a way to ensure that those hours got used and that the client was getting the maximum value out of the services we were providing. The level platform solution to us was something we hadn't really looked at before. We'd been so heavily invested in looking into PSAs and ticketing solutions that we hadn't really looked around at what the rest of the market was doing. After we'd sat through about an hour presentation at the LPI booth, we kind of took a little bit of interest in maybe that was a more intelligent way of using up the hours that we'd accumulated. What we found was that we could have a real return on investment quickly by using the level platform solution. Where a PSA may have got us a return on the investment over the long term, we were literally able to get our return on investment at 4 times our monthly cost within 3 weeks. We had 5 of our clients sign on for a managed and remotely monitored solution within a short period of time. We learned the product very quickly and were able to start offering it to new clients within a very short period of time. Network audits definitely aren't something new to our industry. We've been doing them for years. Maybe we haven't been calling them that, but the reality is when we take on a new client, the first thing we do is go in and spend sometimes as much as a whole day just reviewing the client's site, reviewing the technology that they're using, and deciding where the sore points are. We were able to change our process fairly easily once we brought Level Platform's network auditing solution in place because we were able to stop going in after the fact to do a review of the client's site after we had already quoted them and start doing it during the sales cycle. Once we got the client's permission, which usually wasn't too difficult, I'd walk into the client's site with our laptop, our branded and recognizable piece of equipment, plug in one single network cable and a power cord, and we were able to monitor that client's site over 30, maybe 45 days, collect all kinds of data about what was going on internally within their network. Initially, we'd go in and tell the client that the services we offered. We'd tell them in order to be able to ensure that we wanted to be able to give them the best possible solution, we wanted to review their network. We'd drop off one of our laptops, plug it into their network, we'd get back to the office, install a couple of modules, and watch to see what came up. Usually within about a week, we'd have a small report we could run and we could send it to the client as a teaser. We could say, here's the type of stuff we're seeing on our network. Now, a remote report isn't necessarily 100% of what that client's looking for. We also need to do a walk around and look at what the client's got, how many UPS devices they are, and some of the physical stuff within the network, but we're able to pull about 90% of the information we need out of our laptops after the reports have been run. And it's all run remotely. We go back in at the end of the cycle, pick up the laptop, and take it with us again. The type of information we're able to provide through our network audits isn't necessarily the type of details that the client can absorb themselves. We could send them the report, but they wouldn't be able to make a lot of sense of it. We walk in with the report in hand and sit down with the client and go through page by page. Here are the things that we see on your network that we know need attention. Here are the issues that we know are going to cause pain points within your network. It makes it really easy to remove the incumbent IT provider for a new client when we're able to walk in and show them where the soft spots are, where that existing IT provider is failing. We have to resist the temptation to say, your current IT guy is not doing his job. We don't use those words, but we provide them with the reports and show them where their security isn't up to date, their backups may not be running regularly, their employees are using internet resources they shouldn't be. We don't use the words, but the client sure gets the message. At Outhouse IT, we've only been using the Level Platform solutions for just 4 months, but we've already seen a huge return on our investment. In fact, within the first 3 weeks of signing on as a Level Platforms partner, we were able to get a recurring revenue stream at 5 times our cost. So our return on investment within 3 weeks was already 5-fold. We were thrilled. That wasn't including the network audits, which we were using to sell new clients on the idea of a remote monitoring solution. At Outhouse IT, our relationship with Level Platforms is just 4 months old. We've only taken advantage of a few of the really useful tools that they offer. I can't tell you how excited we are about rolling out some of the additional tools. So far, we're only doing remote monitoring and network audits, but we know that behind the scenes, there's other tools that we could really be taking advantage of. We are thoroughly looking forward to partnering with Level Platforms going forward as we move our small business from simple break fix or block hour solutions to a true managed service solution.